Oh no, you take
I've got
me out.
one there, so you know.
Are there any pigeons about? I see they're spreading fertiliser down Abbey Farm this afternoon.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Right. So there's ringwood 1 and ringwood 2 in here. One is the release pen side of the ring in the yew trees, and 2 is this side by the artichokes. Alright, and then there's the oaks. Charles, well, Tony's got Charles because he got me a nice brown envelope, so not to go anywhere. So
I noticed he had a brown nose as well. Does
yeah,
it go
yeah,
together?
Yeah. And then there's Wallace's, the osier beds, and Greenwood. Not that one! Come on, dive in. Right, get on. Oh, that's it, wrong one. Come on, here, Drake, here, Drake, here. Come on, Drake. Come on, here. Drake, get back. Go, Drake, Drake. Good boy. So here we are, the 3rd of February, which is the first Saturday in February, and over the years it's become the traditional roost shooting weekend. This is where we aid in the help of protecting the rape crops by shooting pigeons as they're coming into roost. Most of these pigeons that we're shooting here have all been feeding on the rape today. They're coming into roost and they'll be going back out on the rape tomorrow. And what we've done is all the people that's helped me through the winter months, we've met down the farm, and we've all drawn lots. So they go into their respective woods what they've drawn, and basically they'll go in the wood at 3 o'clock. They'll come out just before dark, pick everything up, and then hopefully we can get the big flock numbers down. Because everyone here, you can see these pigeons here that they've all got crops here bulging with rape in here, you know. So if you imagine what these pigeons here have, just these few here, and you times that by 1,000, they're doing some serious damage. So we've come into this wood here today. As it stands, the wind is actually, there's a reasonable breeze, sun's gone thankfully, and the breeze is sort of like coming this way, so it's behind me, so it's probably about a westerly breeze, and the pigeons are coming over the town, over the fields, coming into the woods, and I'm trying to intercept them just above me here. It's worked so far. You know, I've been here for probably a quarter of an hour, and I don't know, we've got 15, 20 birds already. So it keeps up like that, we should get a good evening. And we'll just see how the, like I say, we're going to be here probably about an hour and a bit. You know, it's a very hectic hour and a half, maybe 2 hours shooting if you're lucky in the woods. But so we'll be here, we'll probably be leaving the wood about 5:15 time. That, it's going to be interesting because that one there, that's rape. Ivy berries.
They're the most likely things at the moment, are they?
Sorry?
They're the most likely things they'll feed on at the moment.
Yeah, well, I mean this time of year, bulk of the pigeons will be fed on rape. That's their main diet now. But they'll be finding ivy berries. On here, there's a bit of buckwheat, which is enticing them down onto the rape. Which is then once they're there, they're feeding on the rape. It feels like there might be a little bit of maize in there, but we'll just see. Oh, comes an air, but you've got to be careful of that, look. Good boy. Straight. Here, come here, straight, here. Come here. Sit. But just a couple of little sort of like hints that, you know, when you're going into your wood, if it's a new wood to you, you know, have a look at the wood. You know, here we've got lots of nice pine trees. Pigeons always like roosting, you know, near pine trees or in the side of pine trees. They've also got a lot of ivy growing up them, you know, which gives them a little bit of shelter. Here's a good sign, you know, pigeon poo on a tree. So obviously they've been roosting up above us here. Have a little look if you can, you know, before you go into the wood, if you've got the chance, just to see the odd one or two where they're flighted across the wood. When we got here, we stood outside the wood there was two distinctive taller pine trees, and the pigeons seemed to be making a bit of a beeline for those. So we found the trees in the wood, and we're underneath them now. The wind's in our back, which is always good, which means they're coming low across the field, climbing up over the wood to come into the wood. The sun's in our back as well now, and we've just picked a spot here and we'll just see how it is. In front. And again.
Well done.
That.
Do you think this sort of shooting is harder than decoying?
Sorry?
Do you think this sort of shooting is harder than decoying?
Well, it's a job to know really. I mean, the thing is with roost shooting at the moment, the wind's gone, So up there fairly high, and they're just jinking. You know, if you don't kill them the first shot, the second shot instead of here, it's sort of like over here. Yeah, in front here, look, Richard. No, here again, behind it. Yeah, this one here, look. Oh! I'm not quite sure what they are. Oh, they're hawthorn berries. But that's filled up with mainly rape. I stopped in on a hawthorn bush on the way back and gathered a few hawthorn berries up. But half of that crop, 3/4 of that crop was full up with rape. Again, that's just one pigeon amongst, you know, all what we've got here, so.
Another one coming. No, it's too high.
Drake, here. Drake, here. Good boy, leave it, leave it. Good boy. Good boy, here. Well, that's probably a call it a night now. It's getting dark, you know, night's drawing in. Got quite a few to pick up around the back there. But looking at the heap here, you know, we've had a fairly successful night here. So, gives me a little bit of light to pick up, and also with the auto, I've got to pick up these cartridge cases. It's always better to do it with a little bit of light. Once we've finished and packed up, getting the truck going home, I'll just give you a final tally of what we've got. Right, one last hurrah, and then Drake, go get up, get up. Well, that's it, that's another evening done. 64, picked up 64. Unfortunately, I know there's one or two more gone off, but we've had a good look for them, so we can't get them. But total for the night, 64. It's great. That's a really good night's roost shooting, and from my point of view, we're here obviously to stop these pigeons going out in the morning on the rape crops, but they are a fabulous sporting bird and I love them.